the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Turn 3 Racing Network. As tonight we are here as the OP Racing Grand National Series brings you their Truckin' 175 here tonight at Talladega. Thank you very much for joining me here tonight. My name is K.R. Stolfus, and qualifying has gotten underway here. Our trucks are making their way out on the track to start laying down their best laps. Right now we are looking at the 26 of Hunter Reynolds as he makes his way through the tri-oval and heads for the start finish line. Begins his quick lap, or his first time lap. Gonna see how this night goes as we are into race number 11 of our 16 race regular season. 22 races in total for us all to take part in here with this Wednesday night Grand National Series. Randall Cobb in the 52 making his way out onto the speedway. Several other drivers are making their way out onto the track. Zach Fritsch in the 12, one of those drivers. Fritchie gonna try and win another one here in these trucks. Drivers will have 10 minutes to lay down their best lap. And times are starting to roll in. Hunter Reynolds on pole with the 55.72. Jimmy Reynolds right behind him. JD Crow jumps up into second place. Zach Fritsch heading up for the start finish line, and he is going to cross the line, and Fritsch moves up into fourth. Randall Cobb making his way down the back stretch, and Adam Evans in the 25 hugging that yellow line as he tries to get his truck to that start finish line faster than anyone else. Zachary Workman in the 091 down on that yellow line as well. Very common line here at Talladega, and he's going to be laying it all out there. Jared Forbes in the 73. Familiar paint scheme. So far 9, now make it 11 drivers have taken a qualifying time. So far nobody has been able to top Reynolds, but Forbes in the 73 making his way through the tri-oval, and Adam Evans jumps up into second place. And the 73 is going to clock in 12th place. Good qualifying effort out of the 73. Mark Mann in the 04 going to head across the start finish line, and Mark Mann jumps up into fourth place. John Stevens out of Mount Sterling, Ohio with the Wow Video Tours all over that racing truck. Beautiful Chevy Silverado. Stevens going to be heading for the start finish line there as he begins his first time lap. 10 minutes to do one timed lap. The 33 of Jeff Crosby making his way around a 33 machine, using that middle lane. Right now, Crosby and Stevens are the only two trucks on the track. Crosby going to be taking the green flag for his qualifying moment. His time to shine. Always bet on black, but he's got a green car. If Nathan Grounds is here, Nathan Grounds, big fan of Crosby. Maybe he knows if Crosby is colorblind. I don't know. John Stevens going to cross the start-finish line in the 27. Going to jump up into 5th place. Chris Spicer also chiming in for Crosby. Crosby right now circling the track at a calm, cool, collected 170 miles an hour. Single car qualifying efforts here for OP Racing Grand National Series. Crosby across the line with a 55.77, good enough for 7th spot. Logan Helton in the 63. Trying to get his truck up to speed as he now starts heading for that start-finish line to get his one lap in. Other driver out on the track, that is Chris McCullough as he makes his way onto the front stretch and through the tri-oval. McCullough in the 60 begins his time lap. So 2 cars here. Gonna try and top Hunter Reynolds with that 55.72. Logan Helton in the 63 right down the middle. In this long Talladega super stretch. Drops it down to the yellow line and that big old banking here at Talladega just keeps these trucks glued to the ground. Onto the front stretch. His goal, pole position. Starts looking for that start-finish line, trying to lay down that good lap. And Logan Helton is going to get it done with a 55.71. Great qualifying effort. Chris McCullough crosses the line and he finishes in 18th for his qualifying effort. Peter DeBorgia, Mixmaster PJ coming out on the track in the 40. 19 cars have taken a qualifying time, and Peter looks like he has waited for the last moment to get rolling, to get out there. Everyone else that is here gonna just sit it out and start at the back. So Peter going to try and beat Logan Helton's time of a 55.71. The 40 across the start-finish line to begin his qualifying time. And with that being said, what's he got in the tank? Does he have enough nitro soaked into the air filter to get him above a 55.71? Is the only truck on track right now. Drops down below the yellow line through the trial, and the 40 machine is looking calm, cool, and collected. Nice and steady lap here. And the 40 going to move up into 6th place. So with that being said, guys, we are going to step away for our national anthem, and we'll be back with tonight's starting lineup.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Turn 3 Racing Network here tonight, hosting the OP Racing Grand National Series as they get ready to roll out from the grid. That means it is time to go through tonight's starting lineup with a time of a 55.717. Logan Helton on pole. On his outside, Hunter Reynolds was just a little bit slower. Adam Evans and JD Crow going to make up row number 2. Row number 3 going to be the 04 of Mark Mann and Peter DeBorgia. Row number 4, Sean Stevens in the 27 and the 17 of Jimmy Reynolds. Row number 5 will be Jeff Crosby in the 33 and Dave Hunt, last week's winner, in the 53. Row number 6 going to be Zach Fritsch. On the outside, Randall Cobb. Row number 7 will be Andrew Schroeder, and on his outside, in the 091, Zachary Workman. Row 8 going to be David Overstreet and Les Levy. Row number 9, Richard Kuhn in the 47 and Jared Forbes in the 73. Chris McCullough and John Mankowski going to make up row number 10. That is all of our qualifying drivers, and then is Anthony English in the 42, and on his outside, that is going to be Ty Dowman. Andy Brigante and Shane Posey going to be on row number 12. And our final 2 spots here, Ricky Kuhn and Ken McCullough in row number 13. But 2 drivers have missed the call to the grid. Dave Hunt and Ken McCullough not making it to their starting positions on the grid. We'll see if they can get out there and get back into this, but starting off in the hole already. Let's take a quick look at our race info here tonight at Talladega. This is race number 11. We have had 9 winners in total so far this season. We will have 1 stage here tonight at halfway. That's going to be lap 33. We have 1 fast repair, 15 laps of fuel. If you want to get in on this racing action, the league is accepting applications to this series and their Saturday night series as well. So here we go. Green flag getting ready to drop here at Talladega, and Logan Helton in the 63 picks up the throttle, and away we go in that drag race down to turn number 1. Nathan Grounds, Mara Clark, Chris Spicer, thank you very much, guys, for checking in. Hope you guys sit back and enjoy the racing action here tonight. The field goes down the back stretch for the first time. 63 and the 26 battling it out to try and lead this first lap. Logan staying tucked in tight to that yellow line. Gonna pull ahead, and Logan Helton going to lead lap number 1. Five machine of JD Crow pushing hard on the 26 of Hunter Reynolds. We do have a few trucks trying to make it 3 wide. Up in that third lane, the sexy 2 of Les Levy. He has the 41 of Ricky Kuhn on his back bumper. 2 more trucks are going to join them. 4 trucks in that third lane now, using it very early here at Talladega. Lots of room for it. We will see a lot of side-by-side action, 3 wide and maybe even some 4 wide as they come to the end of the stage and the end of the race. With Hunter Reynolds moving down in front of that red 63 of Logan the Kid Helton. JD Crow in the 5 leading the second lane. He has Peter DeBorgia on his back bumper. I want to give a special thank you and shout out to Peter DeBorgia. He has updated the logo for this series, and he also does the points graphics that we enjoy and take a look at here when we get a break. We'll go over the points as they continue into this season. The 63 making a move here for the lead. Is going to get it done. The 5 on his back bumper. Logan Helton back to the point, slides down in front of the 26. Adam Evans in the 25. Out into the corner a little bit messed up there. Falls off the back bumper just a touch of Hunter Reynolds, but quickly gathers it back in and closes that gap up. The third lane sort of fizzled out a little bit. So into the trial we go once again, and 63 leading another lap, but the 5 of JD Crow trying to muscle his way into that race lead. Fastest lap of the race going to David Overstreet that time around with a 50.95. The trucks have gotten up to full speed, and they are going to start settling in here, and Logan Helton can prove me wrong. That 63 slides up as that third lane starts to really get something going. Peter DeBorgia leading that third lane up along the wall. We are going to have about 15 laps of fuel. The stage is 33 laps long, so it will be an interesting bit of strategy here, how the teams are going to decide to break this up. New fast lap by Les Levy, turning a 50.88. 2 trucks down below the yellow line. That is the 04 of Mark Mann and the 52 of Randall Cobb. Maxine checking in, Tammy Helton checking in, Mara Clark, how y'all doing? Come on in, sit on down. I agree, let's watch some great racing here tonight. Back onto the front stretch and across the line, Logan Helton in the 63, up in front very early in this race, and once that 63 gets a sniff of the lead, he does like the way it smells and prefers to stay out there. Three wide into turn one as I had to excuse myself with a little bit of a cough break. Not a coffee break, not a coffee drinker. My drink of choice tonight is just some water. Don't need any caffeine. I'm already wound up enough as it is. Peter DeBorgia from the third lane gets a little bit of a wiggle as the 12 gave him a good shove heading off into turn three. They are going to fall back just a little bit. Logan Helton still down on the bottom. Adam Evans leading. He has two of his matching teammate vehicles behind him, Hunter Reynolds and Jimmy Reynolds. Well, Adam Evans in the 25 now back to the point. Drops down in front of Logan Helton in the 63, trapped on the yellow line. A lot of drivers like to make that move coming up off the corner to an upper lane from the bottom that has had the momentum. Reynolds takes the lead away, the 40 of Peter DeBorgia, and the rest of the drivers who were trying to make something happen in the third lane slide down. We get back to two wide racing. Chris McCullough does pick up the fastest lap of the race right now. That is a 50.94. As Jeff Crosby starts getting his Oldsmobile Silverado to the front of the field. The 33 trying to pick up another win. Unfortunately, the first win for Crosby. I was not here for it. I've missed a couple of the first-time wins for OP Racing drivers. Always feel bad about it. They work hard week in and week out. A lot of practice goes into it, a lot of racing. And a lot of drivers look at this league as if you can win in it, you have done something. And when I missed that first one, I always feel a little bit bad. But Crosby tarred and feathered me, and since then, I hope he has forgiven me. They're running side by side into the tri-oval. Three trucks in that second lane, and everyone has started to migrate towards the bottom. That is always a little tattletale sign. But they're starting to think about green flag pit stops. Zach Fritsch going to slide down 12 machine tucking in behind the 25 of Adam Evans. Go on board with Jimmy Reynolds as he pushes on Hunter Reynolds. Crosby falling back as that second lane is dissolved and one truck heading for pit road. That is Shane Posey. First truck to make a pit stop, and he has done so all by himself. So three very similar paint schemes out at the front. These three drivers still running their memorial for Deputy Moyers. And Reynolds right now leading a very long train of trucks through 3 and 4. And here come a lot of them onto pit road. Fritsch is going to stay out. He's going to get out in front. The 41 machine in trouble of Ricky Kuhn. Gathers it back in, but that is going to be a penalty for the 41. Then to make matters worse, he's going to slide through his pit box. Meanwhile, on track, the rest of the field. Mark Mann in the 04 and Randall Cobb in the 52. Trying to make something happen in the second lane. They are falling back quickly as Zach Fritsch has the momentum on his side in that 12. So our first round of green flag pit stops are underway. And the rest of the field now hitting pit road. Rich very aggressive on the brakes. You can see a little bit of a wiggle as he tried to slow it down. Meanwhile, Hunter Reynolds, Adam Evans, and Jimmy Reynolds, along with Logan Helton, have all hooked up. Will be interesting to see if pitting a first pays out or if pitting second was the way to go. Shane Posey was the first one to hit pit road. Shane Posey is blended in very nicely. As Richard Kuhn, after serving his penalty, is down and away. Mark Mann getting passed by the 26 of Hunter Reynolds there. So the first group of drivers on the pit road are able to break away. It's a 5-car breakaway. Reynolds, Evans, Reynolds, Helton, and Crow. Dave Hunt has made it back out onto the track, or I shouldn't say back out onto the track, but has finally started his race. He is several laps down. Ken McCullough not able to get his truck fired and rolling just yet. See if he can get out here tonight. Take a quick look at the points here coming in to this race. Crosby, Fritsch, McCullough, and Reynolds are all locked in. They have that win. They have met the minimum race requirement. And they are inside the top 20 in points. Rick Seabrand's just a few races away from locking himself in, as Andrew Schroeder turns the fastest lap of the race at a 50.75. Some quick lap times still left in these trucks. Logan Helton and Dave Hunt not meeting the minimum race requirements just yet. You see them down at the bottom of your points graphic. Dave Hunt comes into tonight 33 or 33rd in points. Logan Helton not that far down the running order, but does need to make a few more races before he can get anything going. Shane Posey, fastest lap now at a 50.29. Half the field turned their best lap as well. This group of drivers got a big pull from that front pack and used it to really lay down some good lap times. 50.29 here in the trucks is really screaming. Our only caution for a stage coming at the completion of lap 33. Mark Mann in the 04 down below the yellow line, falling to the back. Logan Helton and JD Crow building some momentum in that second lane. Shane Posey up in that third lane, falling back. No one working with him just yet. As they head down the Talladega Super Stretch, the 63 has his nose out in the front and has cleared the 26. Drops down in front of Reynolds. Logan Helton back to the point. Check in on the 53 of Dave Hunt. He is in with this group. Multiple laps down. As I said, the only other truck out there that is a lap down, that is the 41 of Ricky Kuhn. And Ricky has pulled onto pit road for the moment. Let's see if he can get his truck fired back up and get back out there. A lot of racing still to go in this one. JD Crow challenging on the outside. The 63 of Logan Helton for the race lead. You have to forgive me, I am a little bit tired here tonight. The words are not going to come as easily as they normally do. Chris McCullough in the 60. Andy Brigante in the 013. Up in the second lane. Quietly working their way forward. Brigante has gained 11 spots from where he qualified, and John Mankowski in the 93 gaining the most spots so far. He is up 13 positions. That truck is moving forward quite quickly. We're working lap 21 of 66. We have been green a flag since the start of this race. One truck in trouble, and that is the 34, Ty Dowman. Ty finds himself not in the lead draft. He has lost that draft, and he is well off the pace because of that. That pack is starting to loom in his rear view mirror. As our leaders, few of them, head for pit road. Logan Helton on the pit lane, going to get some more fuel in that truck so he can make it to the end of the stage. JD Crow in the 5 assumes the race lead. Zach Fritsch into second now. Josh Milam chiming in. How you doing, Josh? Thanks for stopping by. Stick around for a little bit. Andy Brigante trying to make some moves in that second lane. He has Shane Posey working with him. Those two trucks look like they are not going to commit to pit lane. JD Crow staying out as well. Quite a few are coming onto pit road. The 73 in trouble. He's going to tag the inside wall. More contact. Anthony English going to be pinballed around. The 93 gets turned as well. Or sorry, the 73 of Jared Forbes was in trouble to begin with. Then the 93 of John Mankowski. Anthony English just got put in a bad position and things got made worse for him. Ty Dowman in the 34 goes one lap down. He is the first truck one lap down. Dowman last pitted on lap 13. Brigante gonna stay out in that 013, and he needs JD Crow to get to his back bumper very quickly with Ty Dowman sandwiched between them. Shane Posey in the 83 into his pit stall. He is pitting along with Richard Kuhn. Five cars still have not pitted. Les Levy, one of those trucks to not pit. Randall Cobb and David Overstreet all have elected to stay out. We have less than 10 laps here in stage number 1. What we learned in our first round of pit stops was being some of the first ones on the pit road did pay off. But Brigante going to try and stretch his fuel along with Ty Dowman. Ty still the first truck one lap down. JD Crow in second place. Dave Hunt right behind him in the 53. Hunt about 8 laps down, 9 laps down. Forbes and Mankowski have gone a lap down as well with their troubles on the pit road. Now Andy Brigante going to slow and make his entrance on the pit lane. That will put the 5 of JD Crow back to the point. Ty Dowman now the last car, last truck on the lead lap. These three trucks trying to work together. They are going to peel off a 4-pit road. Dave Hunt staying out. So JD Crow, as the race leader, hits pit lane. Les Levy bringing it on to pit road along with Randall Cobb and David Overstreet. Meanwhile, our trucks who have already pitted, Mark Mann battling with Sean Stevens in the 27. Going to make quick work of JD Crow, Randall Cobb, David Overstreet, and Les Levy. Chris McCullough just picked up the fastest lap of the race at a 49.81. Peter DeBorgia using that third lane to try and get to the race lead. That 40 machine has been using that third lane quite a bit here tonight. Zach Workman and Jeff Crosby on his back bumper. If you missed it, last Monday night, Zach Workman got his debut race on Monday nights with the OP Premier Series. Had a good showing, had a shot at the win, stretched his fuel, tried to use some strategy, but it wasn't meant to be, and ran out of fuel coming off of turn number 4 to take the checkered. But Peter DeBorgia now out in front, and he has dropped to the yellow line with Zach Workman in the second lane. Mark Mann and Crosby pushing on those two. Field has gotten a little bit spread out because of these two green flag pit stops. Shane Posey in the 83 finds himself 11 seconds in front of JD Crow in the 5. Richard Kuhn in the 47, running all by himself. Is the first truck 1 lap down. He is looking for this caution at the stage to get him onto the lead lap, as we got 1 truck in trouble. It was Sean Stevens in the 27. See if we can figure out what happened. Stu Stevens in that 27, as he got turned sideways, was able to save it. Great bit of driving, but that broken momentum is really going to cost him, as the caution does come out. Yes, more violence towards the cone. Like the violence. See if we can get another look at what happened. 27 and the 17 make contact going into the corner. It happens very, very quick. And just like that, we gather it back in. And now, I believe that is going to be the end of the stage. Peter DeBorgia in the 40. I believe it's, I don't know, should be the end of the stage. Not 100% sure just yet. I believe he is going to be our stage 1 winner. I don't have a normal race control here tonight that can tell me exactly what's going on out there. So this is a shot in the dark from an amateur broadcaster, doing my best to keep everything straight. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I've been wrong before. Let's go ahead and see if we can't get a word in with the driver of the 40 That is old Pete, Mixmaster PJ. How you doing, bud?
Well, I got 10 points I didn't think I was going to get tonight, so I'm doing pretty great. How about yourself?
Well, picking up that stage 1 win is going to be a good points grab, as you say. But there's still half the race to go. This 40 machine, though, has been using that third lane quite a bit here tonight.
Oh, yeah, I got to thank my teammates there a lot at the end, because I didn't have the best exit on pit road. I got one of those front pit stalls here at Talladega that are pretty slippery, trying to get out, and Zach Fritz just dusted me on the pit exit, and Crosby and Workman caught up to me, and we just had a lot of momentum, and we took advantage of that. That was really. If I had a better pit stop and done a better job exiting pit road, I probably wouldn't have won the stage. So I owe it to my team for that.
Well, stage 1 goes by pretty fast. The caution coming out as it neared the end of the stage, so that little bit of overlap. What's it like out there in these trucks here at Talladega with it going so fast?
Well, the new update seems to not be too crazy. I did a truck race yesterday that was an open setup, and those things are really hard to push. The D's seem to be a little more stable than that, but not quite as stable as before. So I think we're probably going to see a few more cautions of guys, kind of reverting to their old habits, and that might not actually be the best way around here. So we're going to try and stay out of it. We got a lot of teammates up here. We're going to keep our track position and hopefully not have to use the second truck at all tonight.
All right, man. Well, good showing so far, and a very fast truck underneath you. One more time, any shout outs or thank yous?
Oh yeah, definitely the squad that we're running with tonight, which is Crosby, Fritsch, Workman, and English. But also, hey, the Dodgers are playing tonight. That's a squad I definitely support. Winning 106 baseball games this year. Let's hopefully get more than one playoff game, all right? So thanks so much for having us, KR.
That is Peter DeBorgia, your stage 1 winner. Working with the 33. There you go. 33s everywhere now. Lights are out on the Silverado. Peter DeBorgia selecting the inside lane. Jeff Crosby in the 33, going to restart on his outside. And Zach Workman in the 091 on the inside of row number 2. And Zach Fritsch, the Zacks, locking out row 2 for this restart. Randall Cobb in the 52 on the inside, with Les Levy in the 62 on the outside. And that's your first 3 rows for this restart as we begin our final stage, the second half of this race. Few trucks did stop off into their pit stalls, top off their fuel tanks, and try to get as much fuel as they could. One of those was our pole sitter, Logan Helton, in the 63. He's got some work cut out for him to try and get back up into the thick of things here. As the pace truck gets out of the way, Peter DeBorgia and Jeff Crosby take control of this field and work their way through the tri-oval. That start-finish line moved about 500 yards out of the tri-oval, and does give for some interesting restarts and finishes. So away we go. The 40 machine gets a good jump. Crosby matches him right to the outside. Those 2 drivers working together here tonight, along with Zach Fritsch in the 12 and Zach Workman. Anthony English, the other driver, joining those groups. With the caution coming when it did and the way things shook out, Dave Hunt becomes the first truck 1 lap down, and he is 9 laps down. Ty Dowman was able to get his lap back the hard way, and then Richard Kuhn received the free pass. Zach Fritsch in the 12 tries to hold off the 62 of Les Levy, but Les not going to be denied, and Levy in the 62 tried to lead that lap, but Chris McCullough in the 60 may have just got him at the line from the outside lane, but now the middle lane contact with Fritsch, and McCullough, and Zach Fritsch is in trouble. He is able to gather it in, and we stay green, and Fritsch going to try and blend in. Fritsch and DeBorgia fall all the way down to 15th and 17th. Les Levy out in front with the 26 Hunter Reynolds, trying to get a good push from Adam Evans in the 25 to take that lead away. And McCullough once again in the third lane, trying to mount a charge, and right behind him, that is the 63 of Logan the Kid Helton. Shane Posey in the 83 there as well. The Fat Caterpillar cheering for Shane Posey here tonight. So 3 wide down the backstretch and into turn 3. A lot of room at Talladega to make that happen. As we got big trouble in the tri-oval, the 60. Thought he turned into an airplane for a minute. Lands it back on all fours, and this happened at the lead. And a lot of trucks getting torn up in that one. Logan Helton involved, Adam Evans, Hunter Reynolds, all of them getting a piece of it. Take another look at this one. Logan Helton going over very hard. And it looks like 25 giving an ill-timed bump to the 26. Caution flag coming out for the second time here tonight. This one did tear up quite a few trucks. On the pit road comes your new race leader, the 26 Hunter Reynolds. He's got some damage on that truck. Adam Evans also torn up, but they're going to be able to make their way onto pit road. Evans using a fast repair. Hunter Reynolds holding on to his for the moment. Logan Helton still puffing smoke, but he's going to make his way into his pit stall. Andy Brigante wins the race off of pit road. That Lamborghini backed truck finds itself in the race lead here on lap 38. With that said, guys, I'm going to take a little break here. No one go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Racing. You wanted the best, you got him 4 abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as the field has assumed the position for a restart. All but 4 of our lead lap trucks came back down pit road to top off the fuel tanks. That's why there's only 2 trucks in the outside lane. John Mankowski, after having that rough pit stop, and Jared Forbes going to be on the front row. Those 2 drivers found themselves in trouble earlier in this race trying to get onto pit road, but have elected a track position, and how could you give up restarting on the front row? Row 2 will be Richard Kuhn and Randall Cobb, and then behind them is Jeff Crosby to round out the top 5 for this restart. The green flag drops. Mankowski and Forbes try to get up to speed. You can't change lanes until after you cross the start-finish line. We'll start seeing the trucks fan out and try and get a run and stack this field up 2 by 2. Dave Hunt in the 53. Still the only truck not on the lead lap. Ken McCullough unable to start this race here tonight. Ricky Kuhn has gone behind the wall already. That puts Dave Hunt in 24th spot. A little bit of trouble towards the back of the pack there, but they sorted it out. Ty Dowman in the 34, taking advantage of being back on the lead lap, trying to use that 3rd lane. Logan Helton in the 63 going with him. Helton pushing hard on that back bumper. Logan Helton would love to get another win, but more importantly, Logan just needs to start some of the races here to lock himself into the playoffs. Ty Dowman, one of those drivers who needs some points, as Randall Cobb in the 52 gets in trouble, spins back up on the track, and collects several more drivers. Les Levy involved, Jimmy Reynolds getting a piece of it, Andrew Schroeder involved. Take another look at this one. The 73 looked like he got into him pretty square, but upset the 52 enough. A big stack up in 3 and 4. Crosby getting into it. Your race leader is the 34, Ty Dowman. Logan Helton going to tuck in behind him as they head for pit lane. 25 laps to go. And almost everybody coming down pit lane. Dave Hunt in the 53. Going to get the free pass once again. Logan Helton wins the race off of pit road. Logan Helton on his 6th start here on Wednesday nights. As I mentioned earlier, he does have a win already, but needs to meet the minimum race requirement. And you have to complete 8 races or compete in 8 races to do that. He's just 2 more starts away from locking himself into playoff contention. Now, I thought Dave Hunt was going to get the wave around, but it appears that the 53 did not get the okay to make his way around the pace truck. Hunt last on pit road on lap 29. He has a few laps of fuel left in that 53. He may come down pit road this time and top off the tank, or may try and take the wave around here. Our strategies for tonight have kind of been a little bit all over the place. Ty Dowman in the 34 is going to come down pit road, and he brings David Overstreet in the 46 with him, along with Zach Workman in the 091. About half the field has hit pit lane. The 53 does take the wave around. Dave Hunt going to get one of his laps back. Andrew Schroeder in the 48 has gone behind the wall. Looks like his night is done. And we'll give another truck for Hunt to pass. He'll make that pass in about 5 laps. So with one more pit stop scheduled in, Logan Helton in the 63, back right where he started this race, on the inside of the front row for this restart. Adam Evans on his outside, Shane Posey on the inside of row number 2, and then Sean Stevens in the 27 WOW Video Tours on the outside of row number 2. Chris McCullough inside row 3, and Zach Fritsch on the outside. And get the green flag with 22 laps to go. This race starting to wind down. As the laps wind down, the intensity and the action are going to pick up. As the Silverado makes the break for pit lane, it decides it is not going to stay out there any longer. Not to mention, I think it's got the wrong tires to be competitive with this field. As the green flag comes out, Logan Hilton and Adam Evans begin the charge for turn 1. As the trucks get up to speed, how about we do a little bit of turn it up? Love me some turn it up. Hope you guys do too. Get some good close shots of the racing action, and you can really just feel what the drivers go through in these trucks here at Talladega, how much that track is banked and how much they have to concentrate running at nearly 190 miles an hour, just inches off the door of the driver next to you. Logan Helton in the 63, out in front. He has the 04 Mark Mann pushing on his back bumper. Mark Mann still looking for his first win of the season. Hunter Reynolds in the 26. Gonna slide down in front of the 63 of Logan, the kid Helton. Those of you who don't know, Logan Helton competes in the Road to Pro. Has been doing so and been making some steady progress and trying to get into the Pro Series. And that kid works hard at getting after his goal of making it into the pros. He's putting his truck into positions to make it, but things don't fall his way every time, and just gotta get a little bit better according to him. And he gets up over that hurdle, he's gonna make something of it, that's for sure. Dave Hunt has entered pit lane. Using that wave around didn't necessarily go his way. He needed a caution there to catch a break and make that wave around worthwhile, but that caution never materialized for the 53. Fuel window is open to make it to the end of our scheduled distance. We'll see if anyone is going to come down pit lane this time. And our field elects to stay out. All of our lead lap cars are within 1.75 seconds of each other. Hunter Reynolds, the race leader, Richard Kuhn in the 47 at the tail end of this group. And the last car on the lead lap. He's just out riding around right now. Dalman in the 34 trying to use that third lane to fall back. Tucks in behind Andy Brigante. Chris McCullough in the 60 getting up there, and now a few trucks are peeling off for pit road. Zach Fritch leading this 6-pack of trucks. Six-pack. Hunter Reynolds does stay out. We're down to 13 laps to go. Issues getting on the pit road for the 83? No. Thought we had something there, but Shane Posey just making his way into his pit stall. With a round of green flag pit stops starting to happen. Hunter Reynolds not coming down pit road this time. Dave Hunt in the 53. And fall back another lap here. Stays to the high side, out of the way. Giving plenty of room to the leaders to make their way through. With Hunter Reynolds out in front, Mark Mann, Randall Cobb, and Sean Stevens and Adam Evans. These are your top five down on the inside lane. Then Logan Helton in the 63, leading the second lane. That second lane has fallen back just a little bit. Now we have a few more takers for pit road. Randall Cobb, Mark Mann, J.D. Crow, David Overstreet, Les Levy, and Richard Kuhn all on the pit road. Down to 11 laps to go. These three trucks, the 26, the 25, and the 17, have been trying to work together all race long. Here they are once again in the closing laps, going to make the break for pit road as a trio. Logan Helton going to join them as well. So on to pit road they go. That gives the lead to the 73 of Jared Forbes. The 73, the 93, and the 60 all working together here tonight. They will be employing the same strategy. I can only imagine what they are going to concoct to try and keep their trucks out into the race lead. And on the pit road they come. A little bit of contact there. Chris McCullough able to reel it in. And this will complete our green flag pit stop cycle. Hunter Reynolds and Logan Helton, who had already made pit stops, making their way into turn 3. Peter DeBorgia in the 40, getting slapped with a speeding penalty during his pit stop. That is a tough break here in that final pit stop when you have to be perfect. Hunter Reynolds now just trying to pass Ty Dowman for the race lead and gets it done. But put the 26 back to the front with the 63 on his back bumper. Here comes Adam Evans, Jimmy Reynolds right there, Jeff Crosby. We're going to stack them up side by side, and one driver's going to win this race. And here in just over 8 laps, we're going to figure out what driver that is. Hunter Reynolds and Logan Helton down on the bottom with Jimmy Reynolds, the third truck, on the inside lane. Then it's Adam Evans, Jeff Crosby, and Zach Workman. Mark Mann in the 04, gonna get some help in that third lane, but they all decide to tuck back into that second lane. With 8 laps to go, still a little bit early, but it is time to start planning your move if you're gonna make something happen. Randall Cobb moving up to the third lane. The Cobb trying to take advantage of all this extra room here at Talladega as Evans drops down in front of Reynolds. The top 13 are all separated by half a second. They are all in this pack right here. Anthony English in the 42. 4th truck in the middle lane. We ride on board this Bass Pro Shops 42 machine through the trial and across the start-finish line. Everyone trying to run just a little bit tighter. Get that spacing a little bit closer. That outside lane has to start pinching down a little bit more as Overstreet jumps up in front of the 52. Contact between them. And around and over goes Overstreet and Cobb. Caution flag going to come out. See if we can back this up and take a look at what happened down the backstretch. Randall Cobb in the 52 gives a shot to the 46, and he gets out of shape, collects Workman. Mark Mann in the 04 going to go around. As it has a little bit of a hiccup here. Beautiful little hiccup we got on our replay here. Take one more look at this. Two trucks going tumbling. We'll have to send Randall Cobb a bill for the damaged camera. So caution flag flies here as we're going to get 4 laps to go. Going to set this up for a final sprint to the end. Shane Posey in the 83 receiving the free pass. Posey found some trouble getting onto pit road under that last green flag pit stop cycle. Lost a lap, but going to get it back. One thing I have learned in all my years of doing this is that you just don't give up. You cannot give up. And you do have to get back on the lead lap to have a shot at winning this one. Adam Evans comes into tonight all the way down in the 23rd in the points. This is start number 8 for him. Still looking for his first win of the season. He can get that win, and if he starts one more race, he will lock himself into playoff contention. The fans here at Talladega are on their feet. They know what's getting ready to happen. We're going to have a 2-lap shootout to the end of this race. We're still within our scheduled distance for tonight's race, 175 and change in miles. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty right now. Crosby in the 33 going to restart on the outside of the front row in that Oldsmobile Silverado. Hunter Reynolds and Jimmy Reynolds for row number 2. Crosby, who picked up a win 2 weeks ago, meeting the minimum race requirements, has locked himself into playoff contention. "16 races in the regular season, 16 spots for the playoffs. We have had repeat winners, and 2 drivers have dropped out of racing this series. So there are going to be several spots open for point positions to get into the playoffs. As the green flag comes out, Adam Evans and Crosby get to the throttle. We have 2 laps to go. Can we get to the white flag without seeing a stack up? Can Adam Evans hold off a very fast 26 and 33 to pick up his first win of the season? Down the back stretch, what could be the second to last time, Richard Kuhn in the 47 using the third lane. That third lane formed up very quickly, had a lot of momentum. Now they're trying to separate out as Kuhn going to get left high and dry. That's what Evans wants to see. Everyone battling behind him. White flag, final lap, final time around. This race is going to end one way or another for our Wednesday night show. The 33 of Crosby trying to get as tight to the 25 as he dares down the backstretch for the final time. Can he get some momentum going? John Stevens in the 27 pushing hard on him, but here comes Zachary Workman in the third lane. He is trying to get to that race win as well. 3 wide through 3 and 4 as they're making their way onto the front stretch. Anthony English holds onto the truck, a big wiggle from him, but they are going to come off of turn number 4 and coming to the trioval for the final time here tonight. Crosby trying to edge ahead, makes contact, trouble behind him, big trouble, and Crosby is going to cross the line in first as everybody goes for a huge crash at the end of this one. Big time crash at the start finish line. As everyone was just trying to find some room to run. And Crosby gonna pick up his second win of the season. Hunter Reynolds going to get airborne and lands it on all 4. So Jeff Crosby in the 33 picks up another win, and his first one on the Turn 3 Racing Network. as he starts to light those tires up and burn them down. Let's get our post-race show started, and why not? Let's kick it off by talking to the driver who's creating a bunch of smoke on the front stretch, man. Congratulations on the race win.
Thanks, buddy. I got one, man.
Well, that 33 was able to pick up the win here tonight, the first time on the Turn 3 Racing Network, your second win of the season. Congratulations, man. Talk us through those final 2 laps.
Those were some crazy tandem. I don't know what to say, but they were just very packed and very tight. I think I got into, I think it was Hunter or Adam down there, and just kept it straight, and we were able to come across the line.
Man, this 33, it was going to be very close at the line one way or another. 3 wide racing action coming to the checkered flags, and through the tribal things did seem to get very tight for y'all, but crossing that start finish line first, whether you were tires first or nose first, we'll wait and see in another replay. But man, congratulations.
Thank you. It was definitely awesome to get a win here on turn 3. I hope family and friends are watching, and yeah, hopefully we can continue this little streak we got going on here.
Well, man, nice job. Any other shout outs or thank yous you'd like to give?
Yeah, just everybody that was in our chat today. Got Anthony, Peter, Richie, and Workman. I'm sure they all helped me get this win, and I think I kind of pushed Richie a little bit too hard there. He kind of fell back, but all in all, we all did well together, worked together, and came out first.
All right, man. Well, that Oldsmobile Chevrolet Silverado, whatever you want to call it, looks good in victory lane. Nice job, man. Congratulations.
Thank you, KR.
As Jeff Crosby, your race winner here tonight, picking up win number 2 on the season. Now let's move on to our second place finisher, and that is the driver of the 091, Zach Workman. Zach, you got your ears on, bud?
Yeah, how's it going, KR?
Man, it's going spectacular. You bring it home in second place. And how about that finish? A hard charge in the outside lane.
Yeah, I gave her all she got. I had my teammate for the night, Zach Fritch, behind me, just pushing hard. Was trying to get close to Sean Stevens right there. I don't know what happened on the bottom. This last lap antics, and got my foot in it, rode the wall, and got P2.
Oh, man, an outstanding job getting into that second spot, and little bit of damage on the truck, but nothing that a little bit of a hammer won't fix.
She was driving fine. Still steering wheel straight, gas to the floor. We're all good.
All right, man. Well, once again, nice job on second place here tonight. Any shout outs or thank yous you'd like to give?
Just shout out to my teammates tonight, Zach Fritch, Jeff Crosby. Huge win for him. Peter DeBorgia and Anthony English. Just got to thank them. Big help tonight. Wouldn't have been there without them.
All right, man. Again, congratulations on second place.
Thanks, man.
Now let's move on to our third place finisher, and that is the driver of the 25 who had the lead coming off of turn 4. But Adam Evans, you bring it home in third place here tonight.
Yes, sir. How you doing, KR?
I'm doing just great, and an outstanding finish to this race, or a wild one, however you'd like to describe it. But Adam, that 25 machine looked like it was going to be a nail biter one way or another, and you bring it home in third.
Yes, sir. We had a heck of a race tonight. We had a couple hiccups throughout the race, but we were able to get back out there and get up front, and then we were just ride the bottom and get up there.
Well, some solid team effort. It looked like your teammates, Hunter Reynolds and Jimmy Reynolds, were never far from you. You guys pitted together. You guys worked well together all night long. How much did that help put you up and finish into third?
It was, we had fantastic pit stops. That was really what it came down to, is getting in and out of pits as fast as possible. Me, Hunter, Mr. Reynolds, and Logan, we were just getting in and out. We were able to beat the pack out, and we were able to, when we were pitting first, we came around and we were beating packs out of the pits. That was really the big race changer right there.
Well, again, man, third place, nothing to sneeze at here at Talladega in these trucks. Any shout outs or thank yous you'd like to give that you haven't done so yet?
Huge shout out to UKR for doing this tonight for us. Huge shout out to Turn 3 and like everybody in OP. Shout out to my teammates, Hunter, Mr. Reynolds, Logan, and shout out to all the fans and family watching.
All right, man, nice job on that third place. Once again, congratulations.
Yes, sir. Thank you, KR.
All right, there you have it. All three of our top 3 drivers here tonight. But let's go ahead and look at the rest of our results for our Truckin' 175. Sean Stevens brings it home in a 4th. Zach Fritch rounding out your top 5. Then Hunter Reynolds, Anthony English, Jimmy Reynolds in 8th, Les Levy in 9th, and 10th place going to Logan Helton. Shane Posey 11th, 12th goes to Richard Kuhn. Andy Brigante 13th, 14th goes to Chris McCullough. 15th ends up being Ty Dowman's finishing spot. John Mankowski 16th, 17th David Overstreet, 18th goes to Mark Mann. Jared Forbes 19th, JD Crow 20th, 21st Peter DeBorgia, Randall Cobb 22nd, 23rd Dave Hunt, Andrew Schroeder 24th, Ricky Kuhn 25th, and Ken McCullough, unable to start this race here tonight, will be scored in 26th spot. Well, that is going to do it for us here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Once again, congratulations to Jeff Crosby and the rest of our drivers for giving us one heck of a show. So good that the fans and the flagmen can't even believe this race is over. They're still standing around waiting for more activities. But for me, I'm going to call it a night. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope y'all enjoyed the show because I know I sure did. Until I see y'all next time, y'all stay safe. Have a good night.